G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I am going to use my big crystal edge tray mold today. And I'm going to try and do another Larimar type effect. But, you know, my Larimar, just with two colours. Well, three. White, a dark and a light. No white, dark, light, clear. So I just use my light and my clear together at the end so that I just have the three. All right, so the resin I'm using today, because it's going yellow, resin does that. Part B usually does that. And it's fine to use if, you know, as long as you mix colours in with it. I wouldn't use it if you're doing a clear pour, but this is the Platinum Ultra Clear. Ultra Clear. So I'm going to use that because I've still got quite a lot of it, and yeah, we'll get rid of it. So I have mixed up, what did I do? 250 grams of A and 120 grams of B, and then I divided it into my little cups. I've got 120 grams in this one, and that's going to be for my white. I'm using my Bloom pigment paste, and I'm going to do 12. 1, 2, 3. You just got to squeeze it, wait for it to come to the end, and then let go of your squeeze. 4, 5. Otherwise, you'll get like way too bigger drops. 6. I might not have this open all the way. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I might have actually closed it instead of opening it. 12. Oh gosh, what did I do? Yes, I closed it. All right, so that's 12, and I'll leave it upside down like that so that the paste's pointing down next time I want to use that. So the Platinum Ultra Clear is quite a thin resin. Sometimes I'll use this, sometimes I'll use the Resin Pro Transparente resin. It's a similar sort of consistency, I think. I'll come back and stir that again later. I've got some purplish, goldish glitter here and a tiny bit of resin in there. That'll be for my center. This one is PDB Creative Allure. It's a really pretty color. It's kind of like a pinky purpley gold. Oh gosh, I put too much resin in that. And the thing with, you know, mixing glitter over your mold, don't do it. Don't do it, because now we've got little bits in there. All right, so that's that one. And then the other one, have white pigment paste on my gloves. Now the other one is, I'm going to do like a blue and a purple. So this is the Holbein acrylic ink. It's not a alcohol ink, it's an acrylic ink. Give it a really good little shake up. So this cup here, I've got 100 grams, and I'm going to see what it looks like with, I was going to go 20, but let's see what it looks like. We'll do 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See what that looks like. And I'm going to do 1 drop of pigment paste as well, because I want that to be dark. So this is my dark color. We've got our white, and then we have our dark. 1 drop should be enough. And then we have our light, and this one is the Quinacridone Crimson. So in this cup here I have 120 grams, so we've got 120, 100 and 120, and we'll see how that goes. This crystal edge mold holds about 400 grams, but I don't quite have that much in here. The shallower, if you pour it, you know, a little bit more shallow, you tend to get more sort of crackles or Larimar effects. If I can get open this. teeth. All right, what am I doing? 10. I've written 10 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we'll see what that looks like. So, you know, we're just going to have like a bluey, purpley tone, I guess. And because I was doing bluey purples, that's why I thought that would look nice together. So this being the light color, so it's, as I said, it's a mixture of the light and the clear. If you don't want to do this, you can do white, dark, light, and then a clear, but I can't see the point of that myself. I would just rather have a light. So it looks very dark in there, but when you do that, it's still quite light. All right, move those out of the way. Let's see what this one's going to look like. The depth of the color that you mix does influence the sort of crackles you're going to get, and also like the size of the crackles you're going to get. So just experiment. I think that's quite dark enough. So what did I say on that one? Each color is different. Where's my little... I did 15, didn't I? Okay, let me change that. Just so that I know... Where's my pen gone? So I know when I write it up in my book that I did 15. I'm just going to put 15 there. And yeah, like 15 drops of this blue might not be 15 drops of a different color. So you just need to experiment. Not too dark. You still want it to be, it's looking quite dark. I guess it's because I had such a big blob of black. But I still wanted to keep the blue. You can see the difference there in that towards the stick as, you know, looking in the cup. It looks very dark in the cup. Now I do need to mix my white a little bit more because I didn't mix it properly. So I'll do that and then I'll come right back to you. All right, I've mixed that for a minute. Now you can see there it's still transparent. You can see the stick through the white. It's kind of like a skim milk. We'll see how that goes. All right, in with the white first. All right, move over everybody. Let's have some room. I'm going to pour onto my stick so that hopefully it will alleviate some of the bubbles from forming. Okay, so that's that one done. Clean my little stick so I can use it again. Now I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Look at that. There's some areas there that must have been on the side of the cup. Sometimes it's not good to actually scrape the side of the cup because I've got unmixed white stuck on the side of the cup. All right, now we'll see if I can get some of those bubbles. I mean, there wasn't a lot of bubbles in there. This resin does not like to be heated. If you torch it, it gets a skin. It does not like to be heated. I'm just going to do this, see if I can get any of those bubbles that may be stuck on the bottom to come through. So yeah, there's some bubbles on the top there, but look, I've done it before where I've heated it and then it gets a skin and I've got to peel it off and it's just ew. All right, now let's go in with the blue. Change hands. Into the middle. There we go. So what should happen is the white will kind of come over the top of the colours. If it's working, that's what should happen. And it looks as if it is. So, yay. All right, in goes the red. Like so. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to put that in just yet. I'm just going to wait for probably maybe half an hour. I want to see if it's going to close, and I don't want the glitter center to affect what's going on. Sometimes the resin can sort of hit the glitter and then like push away. So I'm going to wait for it to sort of stop moving. I will torch it later I'll give it probably 5 minutes and then I'll give it a torch. Because I'm not too worried about skin on this side. It's because it's the other side that's going to be the important side. So I will I'm still having to wear my cotton gloves under here because my hands are reacting. My hands are reacting to the plastic gloves, and they're not even latex. They're just vinyl gloves. But anyway, so I have to do a quick pause and take them off as soon as possible because yeah, they're reacting. I'm going to put you on a time lapse, and I'll come back to you once we're done with the time lapse anyway. Wow, look at that. It looks amazing. It does look very black, I guess. Not that I put a lot of black in it, but you can see the black, I guess. I can see it. Looks very dark. So hopefully it will be all right. Now, let's put some of this in the middle. It is quite runny. I might put a little bit more glitter in it. Probably needed less resin. Now you've got to try and make sure that you get it right in the center. Be careful not to drip anywhere else. I don't really want to disrupt it too much by sort of poking and prodding, but I can't see what's going on in there. I have no idea where, like, what it's doing, where it's going, what it's looking like on the other side. So just do that. Oh, look at that. This is why you catch your drips. All right. So now that that's done, I'll just put on a clean pair of gloves, but I'll save these gloves and I'll use them again. I'll clean that off. So what I want to do now is I want to cover it with my little net so that we don't get any flies or anything in there disrupting that pattern. And I will see you later on today for the unmolding. Wish me luck. All right. It's cured. It didn't take very long at all. And look, I am in love with this side. Look at all those crackles. Wow. Normally it doesn't look like that on this side. This is what it's supposed to look on the other, like on the other side. So I'm really worried that it's like not going to work. But if it doesn't work, I love this side. I do. All right, let's just do it. The only issue with this side is that because the crystals are on a slope that way. So potentially we want the other side to be the better side, but I like I said, I just love that. Can't really see much of this color, this crimson on this side. I can see it a little bit when the light sort of catches it underneath, but to me it just looks blue with kind of like a more of a black. All right, let's see. Deep breath. Please work. Oh, look at that. I do prefer that side, but this side's pretty as well. Got all that. We've got the glitter there, so that looks pretty. It's more white, I guess, on this side. I mean, they're similar, but this one's darker, whereas this one's lighter. And yes, I lost all my red. Wouldn't mind doing it again, actually. And let's see, I did 15 drops of the blue, didn't I? So maybe I'll just cut that down to 10. Leave the red as it is. Oh, that looks pretty. I'm going to just take this camera down, hold this into the light so that you can hopefully see that, the red. Look at that. That looks pretty, doesn't it? You can see that reddy there. Ready. The red purpley color, the crimson. when it's shining, when that light's shining behind it. So that looks really pretty. Can't really see it very much here where it's on a hard surface, but yeah, that looks really pretty, you guys. And see how small all these crackles are, which is really nice. Sometimes I get them quite big, like this was one that I did recently. I mean, admittedly it was, let's move my glove finger out of the way. It was a slightly different technique, but you can see how big those crackles are. And then these ones are really small. I've been trying to get smaller crackles, so that's good. And a darker color, when you put like a lot of color in your mix, you do tend to get the smaller crackles. So if you want smaller crackles, go with a darker color. That is so cool. Right, let's get away from these bright lights. I'll go over here a bit, because sometimes it's a bit difficult to see. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Without all those bright lights around it. That is so pretty. Let's see if I can hold it like this without dropping it. Ah, no, it's sliding. It's slipping off my slippery glove. All right, there it is. Alrighty, let me know what you think of it. There's the crystal edge. And I didn't fill it all the way, because, you know, you get better crackles if you don't fill it up too deep. That looks really cool. I'm not sure if it's a traditional Larimar. Look, a Larimar is a rock. If you've never seen it, Google Larimar stone and you'll see what I mean. It's generally like a blue and white like this. So that's why I tend to sort of use the blues. I think it's really pretty. Let me know what you think. Comment down below what you think of it. Do you like the little crackles? Do you like the bigger crackles? Yes, so let's do it again. Maybe not straight up, but we'll do it again. And I'll reduce the blue or the black or both. Maybe have half a drop of black, and keep the red, and just see if we can get more red showing through next time, hey? More of that purple undertone. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and looking forward to seeing you all for the next one. Okay, take care. Bye for now.